Hey guys, Mukau here. We're going to do a trade recap of ACHN. Alright guys, if you haven't seen some of the other videos or read some of the other blogs, I recommend you go do that now, as some of the techniques and the patterns that I'm going to show you have been already discussed and gone over. So go check those out and then you will see us apply those here. Alright, so this is ACHN on the daily chart, and I just want to go ahead and show you something that we saw a while back, and that was this wedge breakout. It went pretty heavily red one day. I believe one of our moderators shorted it this day, and right at the end of the close I told him to watch out because of this wedge pattern. We could definitely see a rebound off the support levels, and that's exactly what happened. And so we started going long this here. I didn't get in it and I didn't feel like chasing it, so I was waiting for the next opportunity to buy, and that appeared to be today. So just looking at this daily chart, it doesn't look like too much here. You can see that it's in a little bit of a channel right here, but if we really expand this chart, you'll see that this is actually a multi-day resistance level, and this here has been previous support, previous resistance before. So this is a key area of resistance and support that we needed to break out of one way or the other for the stock to either go up or go down. And right here around 10.10 is when it started moving up out of this area. So $10.10 would have been the perfect buy-in, but I wasn't watching the stock, so we chased it a little bit. So after looking at the daily chart, here I have my 15-minute chart, and this is in market replay mode, so you can see what I saw right at the time I opened this chart. I drew this trend line here, and you can see we started making higher lows, and if you look at these lines up here, we have higher highs and then eventually a nice solid top. And so here's the 1-minute chart of that same thing. You can see the solid top here at 10.25. So this would have been the key intraday entry. This is when we would have wanted to take this. Once again, we entered it a little late. We chased it a bit here, but according to that daily chart, that strong chart, I felt pretty comfortable chasing it a little bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. And right here is about when I took my trade. 10:38, there was a small hesitation in the chart right here, and I alerted the room. I said, we're going to go long 440 shares right here. So once I enter my trade, I want to make sure I have either a 13 EMA, a 5 SMA, or something that the chart will trend off of, something that'll give us an indication of what the chart is doing, and we'll just continue to watch it. So we'll fast forward a little bit more. And this is why the 13 EMA is so strong. You can see this pullback right here. I got out right in this area. I had to go do something. I didn't want to hold this any longer. I didn't want to risk it breaking through this line in case it broke the 13 EMA. But we'll keep fast forwarding, and you'll see it comes down, it tests it, it barely breaks below it, and then it bounces right off of it. And that's exactly what we want to see. And then it does it again before breaking down below it. And as soon as it broke below it, that's when we should have sold for our day trade, is right here at about $10.90. So I could have squeezed another 20 cents out of this if I had time for it. So now we're back over on the daily chart. We want to see what's going to happen in the days to come. We're on a resistance level right here, right now. So this thing needs to break above, I don't know, I'd say 1150 just to be safe. Once we get out of that resistance level, all we have to worry about is the 1250 range and the $13 range, and from there it should just be blue skies. And just to show you guys the power of these charts here, I mean, the previous resistance level comes all the way across. This is back in September, October, November of last year, and now we're in August of this year, and it's still the same resistance level that happened last year. So you can use these charts. We should have known to get out right here at $11, like I said, off the 13 EMA, right off the $11 mark. That would have been a perfect exit. Then after hours, here in this gray box, you can see we had a really strong rally again after hours, and looks like it sold off a little bit, but we still have a nice base here. We'll have to see what happens to this in the morning. If this holds up, we could see a continuation off of our daily chart and into the next resistance levels. Using our daily chart, we can see here that, after it had this huge spike up, it came down and it's consolidated in between the support and resistance levels that we marked out on the daily chart. So for now, this one's still on watch. Be careful, this could gap up tomorrow. As you've seen in the daily chart, the after hours is up quite a bit. That could be a clear indication that we gap up. We don't want to chase the gap, but we'll look for a strong momentum entry, or if it doesn't happen, we just won't chase this one. If you want to receive the nightly watch list, premium stock picks, stock alerts, and exchange trade ideas in our live chat room, sign up at the link below and receive a 2-week trial at a discounted rate on your first month.